I will show you what's new in the Movavi Video Editor 2024. I've been showing you this editor here on the channel before, and you really seem to like it because of the simplicity and affordable price. I have engaged with Movavi and agreed to make a series of tutorials supporting this video editor, making it perfect for you that just want to start making videos. In this episode, we will take a closer look at the updates that you'll be getting with the 2024 version. The editor is not free, but it's significantly cheaper than the high-end counterparts like Adobe Premiere and Final Cut Pro. And just to put that in perspective, the lifetime license will cost you less than a trip with your whole family to the cinema, including candy. But this is not what it's all about. It's about making it fun and simple to edit your videos. If you don't have any experience, taking on a video editing task for the first time can be very daunting and seem almost impossible to complete. This is exactly what Movavi does well, as it's pretty straightforward, and I bet anyone can learn it. If you don't believe me, let's kick off this video with a special offer for you as a subscriber of my channel. You can test the program the next 7 days for free and test out the features that I'm going to show you next. And after the trial period ends, or immediately after, if you like it, you can buy the program with a 20% discount. The first 20 who decides to buy through the link in the description below will get a set of my channel effects as a gift included in the purchase. What's new in the 2024 version? Once a year, Movavi decides to release a major update for the video editing suite. 2024 is no exception, and this version comes with some pretty hefty upgrades supported by AI. Interface is less cluttered, making it more user-friendly. You still have all the main features of the program accessible through the menu on the left side, giving you access to music, titles, transitions, effects, overlays, and stickers, and all the other advanced stuff that you can utilize once you get the hang of the program. On the top, you will find the file import and the media bin, where all your project files are stored. On the right side, you have a preview window that shows you a low resolution preview of your recordings as default. The benefit of this is that it does not require a powerhouse of a computer to run the software. It actually handles quite well on computers with low specs, as long as you don't go completely on board with stacking features on top of each other. In the lower part, you have the timeline with 3 default tracks. One for titles, one for video, and one for audio. It's from the timeline that you will perform your edit, with quick access to all the tools that you need to slice and dice your footage. Just double tap a video clip and it will automatically jump onto the timeline, and now you're ready to explore the additional updates that you get with the 2024 version. Number 2, new blade tool. Time is money, as they say, and every single step that you can do to reduce the time that you edit a video is very welcome. Maybe you're not earning money on your video editing and just got started. But it's still nice to be able to reduce the time spent on repetitive tasks of cutting up your footage. And the new blade tool will be able to help you with that more efficiently. You can use the tool to do frame precise cutting in one click, making your edit much faster. Earlier, you had to position the playhead and then use the splitting tool for every cut that you need to perform. Now you can just cut away with the blade tool in one go, making it a lot simpler and more straightforward. You have easy access to the blade tool with the shortcut B on the keyboard. And if you fancy using multiple layers that you want to cut at once, you simply press the Shift key on the keyboard and then you will cut all layers at once. So once you're done cutting up your footage and gotten rid of the parts that you don't want, let's take a closer look at the AI motion tracking version 2.0 that you'll be getting as part of this update. Let's say that you want to map a graphical element to something that moves inside your video clip. This is possible with the AI motion tracking, now improved with the version 2.0. It works with anything in the video. A text, a sticker, a picture, it even works with another video. Let's test it out in this clip where I'm using my vintage Corvette while it's driving. Look, once the car starts driving, the label will follow. I tried this with different scenarios and it actually works surprisingly well. Let's say that you accidentally included someone in your recordings that you need to blur out. Traditionally, we could slap on a box, blurring out the person's face and then using keyframes to track any motion. This is very cumbersome and very time consuming to get right. This can be done a lot easier with this editor. Just go and select an overlay, in this case a blurred circle. Place the square on top of the person that you want to blur out. Then ask the editor to do its thing. We're using the AI option to make it precise. Look how great it works without a single glitch. I can see how this would be very useful. Also if you're gonna blur out a license plate or similar. 4. Movavi Effects Store. Making your videos look professional and stand out is sometimes very difficult if you're gonna make everything yourself from the ground up. And trust me, there are people out there that are significantly better at doing this. And you can get access to their skills through the Movavi Effects Store 2.0. And here you will find an extensive collection of themed packages that will help you take your video editing to the next level. Just go through the library and see if there's something that you like. Then press the pack info to see the different items that are included in the package. But hey, there's a crown on top of each package. Yes, it requires you to have a premium subscription to be able to use these professional design packages. But you don't need a subscription to be able to see if this is something for you. You can try all of them before you decide. You can even render out a final video using the effect, but it does have a watermark embedded. In this way, you have access to thousands of effects right from the app menu. So that's pretty cool to have at your fingertips for your next project. Perfect match overlays. In earlier versions, you had limited options to match overlay effects. Now each overlay have 13 blending modes that you can choose from. When you apply an overlay, simply press the FX icon and you will now have access to the 13 blending modes. Background noise removal. The noise removal tool was already present in the earlier versions. But it's such a useful feature and I have a really good case that I can showcase this on. I was hired for doing some recordings inside Copenhagen for the Culture Night 2023. I was at the same time recording a video for the channel, documenting my flight. During the video I noticed that my microphone was actually dropped off my shirt, making my voice less clear. So I ended up with something like this. Because you are flying a drone that is high in the sky and not normally moving very fast. But after applying the noise reduction supported by AI, I could improve the audio so it was clear what I was saying. Because you are flying a drone that is high in the sky and not normally moving very fast. Maybe the difference is not huge, but having good audio is crucial for the success of your videos. So these are pretty nice upgrades of the 2024 version of this video editor. And let me remind you that you can test the program for free during the first 7 days. And after the trial period ends or immediately after, you can buy the program with a 20% discount by using this code. And for the first 20 purchases deciding to use the link in my description below, you will get a My Channel Pack effects as a gift included in your purchase. So there's really no excuse not to give it a go and get your first video project done. I will be releasing additional videos about the Movavi Video Editor, where the next one will be how to edit a video from start to finish in 5 simple steps. So if you're not already a subscriber, this will be a good chance for you to consider, as it will be very low key, taking advantage of the simplicity of the Movavi Video Editor. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you around.